Hey everybody, I thought I'd do a video on my favorite movies, my favorite CDs, and my favorite books. But only the ones that I own, because if I gave you a long list of all those things that I like, I have a feeling that the video would go on longer than expected, probably because I like a lot of movies, and I like a lot of books, and I like a lot of CDs. And I just don't own all of the stuff that I like, sadly enough. But don't we not all? Anyway, so I think I will begin on my favorite movies that I own. I'm gonna put that I own. Okay, let's see. It's like a big pile of Okay, the first movie. This is gonna be in order, so it's like my favorite to my least favorite. My favorite all-time movie, and you will hear me say this all the time, is probably Dracula. The Bram Stoker's Dracula, though, not the. I don't know if there's a different kind, but it's Bram Stoker's Dracula. You can see that. Yes, it is the best. It's got Gary Oldman, Winona Ryder, Anthony Hopkins, and Keanu Reeves from Matrix. Another one of my favorite movies. Um, One of my second favorite movies that I own. Not really that I own. My boyfriend let me borrow it to like watch over and over again. And sadly enough, I just saw it like sort of recently, so don't get mad at me. But The Crow. And it makes me really sad that the main character, The Crow, um, he died in the movie, Brandon Lee. And I don't know which scene it was that he died in, but it made me so sad to hear that he died. Like, I heard that he died before I even watched the movie, and it upsetted me, like, so badly, because he did a great, phenomenal job in the movie. And I was just like, this guy died? Really? I hate you people. But yeah, it's a great movie. It's really emotional. It's touching. It's got, like, great music in it. It's just a great movie altogether. Oh, God. Okay. Third movie, Fear. With, what is it? My husband, Mark Wahlberg, and Reese Witherspoon. She's like young Reese Witherspoon, so it's cute. She's like 16 and she's all, promiscuous and junk. um, it's a great movie. It's all love, lovey type thing. It's like a dark. Sorry, my dog's making noises. But anyway, it's like a dark love story, sort of. But it's really cute. If you've never seen it, I suggest you go and see it, or buy the DVD like I did. Um, the fourth, I think this is the fourth, The Fifth Element, with my all-time husband, Bruce Lees. Bruce Lees. Wow. Bruce Bruce Willis. I fucked that up. But Bruce Willis. I love him because he was in also Pulp Fiction, another one of my favorite movies. He was in Pulp Fiction, and this movie was just amazing, and it was just crazy and awesome and witty, and just, I loved it. I loved it all. It was like in the future and all that other fun stuff. And, yeah. Next, The Watchmen. Oh my god, I love it. I love it mostly because I am a comic book nerd, and I probably will make another video about this, but I have zillions and zillions of comic books because I am extremely obsessed with comic books, period. And, I just love when comic books turn into movies and they're a success. Some examples of comics that turned into movies were, um, Iron Man and the Green Lantern. They kind of were depressing to watch. Like, they were just really depressing, and I was just like, you know what, I can't do this anymore. Like, if you read the comic, it's like reading a book. Like, for some Twilight fans, I'm not really a Twilight fan, but for some Twilight fans, they read the book and then they watch the movie and they're like, oh my god, this is the worst thing I've ever seen. But that's kind of how I am, even though I'm not a Twilight fan, because I never read the book, and then I watched the movie and I was like, eh. But yeah, so watch The Watchmen, great movie, just all around perfect. I love it. And it was like, what, 3 hours long, and I got the widescreen edition. Next is Hannibal, And I'm not just gonna say that this is my only favorite because I know that the whole entire series is my favorite. Silence of the Lambs and what was it? The Rising of Hannibal Lecter, and then Hannibal and Clarice. Great movie. Great movie. Quid pro quid pro quid pro quo. Clarice. I can't even say it. Try saying that 5 times fast. But yeah, this is just an all around great movie, and I suggest everybody go out and like watch it if you haven't seen the series. Like watch the whole entire series. It's a great movie. Next is Fear.com. Not a lot of people know about this movie, but it was like a low budget type thing. It was a really great movie in my opinion. It was really scary when I first saw it because it came out. When did it come out? I think 2004. No, 2001 if I'm not mistaken. 2001 it came out, and to me it was a great movie. It's like a movie about this website, and it like kills people and stuff. But it's a great movie altogether, and I just loved it because when I first saw it, I was like really scared because I was like really young. What was I in first grade? And I was really scared when I first saw it, and it was just like blah. But I loved it altogether. So it's a great movie. I suggest watching it. Next movie, this is PSP edition because I used to have a PSP, and I tried to trade it in at Best Buy, and they were like, "We don't take movies," and I was like, "Jerk." And then, so yeah, this is Hostel. I didn't get to see the second one, which depresses me deeply because, um, I don't know, people said it was really good, and I was like, well, if, the first one was amazing to me, so why not go see the second one? But I never had a chance to. But, I don't know why there's this sticker on it. But anyway, yeah, so Hostel. And I didn't love it because it had boobies every other scene, okay? I loved it because it was just torturific and horror filmish, and I like creepy, bloody, gory movies like that because I like gore and guts. Um, Another PSP movie. Without a Paddle. If you know me, you know that I am extremely obsessed with Seth Green. And also there was Lillard. I can't even pronounce his last name. Matthew Lillard. He's amazing because he also played in SLC Punk, and that was one of my all-time favorite movies, SLC Punk, because he, colored his hair blue and he was just badass, had this huge mohawk, and um, it was just that movie was great too. But this movie is just great too because they go out in the wild and they get themselves into a bunch of little problems. And Seth Green is my husband for life. I have, as you can tell, I have 110 husbands. The next movie is Blade 2. I saw the first one and I was like, eh. Then the second one I was like, whoa. And it was just, to me, he's like a black goth. And it's cool because, he's all Matrixy sort of, but he's like more, a little bit badass. And it's just amazing, and I love the movie. It was just great. It's got Wesley Snipes. Yeah. Not really a fan of Wesley Snipes, but he did a really good job in that movie. And last but not least, Whatever It Takes. This movie is more of a teen, poppy movie. I got this movie from my stepmom because when I first turned 13, which was a while back, I first turned 13, and she was like, "Well, since you're 13, I think you deserve to own your first PG-13 movie." And I was like, "Okay." So then I watched it, and I was like, I don't want to be a 13-year-old because there was like penis and all these penis gesture things and all these other random things, and it was just a great movie to me. And this is where I began my, as they call it, a fun flick. This is where I began my obsession for James Franco. I absolutely love James Franco. It started with Whatever It Takes, and it began, and it grew more with Pineapple Express and all these other movies. And you know, Pineapple Express was great because he played with Seth Rogen, and Seth Rogen is another one of my lovies, especially in Superbad. Oh my god, one of my all-time favorite movies. But anyway, yeah, so another great movie that I love and that I own. Now I will begin on my all-time favorite video games. I don't think I said that I would tell you about my favorite video games, but I have favorite video games, guys. I'm just gonna go fast because I don't want to rant about half of these, because some of these I could be like, well, the first one was bad, but the second one was good. I'm a video game nerd. And by the way, Xbox only. Don't get pissed off because I'm an Xbox nerd. And PS3 sucks. Alright, so just drop that. Call of Duty 4, favorite game, all time, because I beat it. That's probably why I beat it in like 4 or 5 months. And I was just like, whoa. And I beat it. My ex-boyfriend had it, and I beat it with on his game, and then I went out and bought it like the next time I got like money or whatever. And yeah, so great game. Left 4 Dead, great game. I personally like the second one better than the first one, but they're both really great games. Black Ops, this is my boyfriend's copy because it's all metal and great. That's my mom cooking again. Anyway, yeah, so Black Ops, this is the awesome copy, because his is metal, and it's great. Everybody's like, oh, well, the multiplayer is horrible. I haven't played multiplayer on it yet, and I have yet to, you know, get past and beat it yet, so, I don't know, to me, it's a great game. Guitar Hero, great game. It is, Warriors of Rock. I've yet to beat it also, but, you know, I like, you know, playing on it. Great game. Whoa, I'm like throwing everything. And BioShock 2. I am sort of a noob because I bought the second one before I played the first one, and everybody's like, oh, you know, the first one had better characters, and the second one, you know, was just an all out better game. So I just decided to buy the second one because I felt like it. But I think the second one was great. It's got that cool shiny thing going on. Look at that. Alright, and next is my all-time favorite CDs that I own. Ah, jeez. Okay. First CD, Ozzy Osbourne, Black Rain. Great CD. Ozzy is one of my all-time favorite peoples because he's still alive, and medical people don't know why he's still alive, and he's just I really don't know how I'm still alive. I'm still alive, and Sharon, and I'm like, oh my god, Ozzy's amazing. But yeah, he just is. Next is Cold, both CDs, because I'm obsessed with Cold, and not a lot of people know about this band, but they are great, and I love them. Just all around, love them. And they're tied at 2, I think. Then, I don't think you could see the reading, but if you know me, you know that I am a die-hard Stained fan. I love Stained, and I always will love Stained for the rest of my whole entire life, because they're just great to me. I didn't really buy the new CD, but this is Korn 3. My friend burned a CD for me, and I got it, and, it was just the CD that he burned for me because I didn't have the money to buy the actual CD. And my boyfriend just gave me this recently, and it is Untouchables, Korn. I'm a great Korn fan. And I also have, Life is Peachy, but I can't find it in my CD rack anywhere, so I'll find that later. Next is, Marilyn Manson. And I love him. and I always will love him. And everybody's like, "Oh, you're just a baby bat, and you just love Marilyn Manson." No, I legitimately love Marilyn Manson. He is the greatest of all time to me. I love everything about him. His personality. He's not the best like sexual person. He's like I wouldn't say, "Oh, I'm gonna go have sex with Marilyn Manson." No, he's just he's just not that type because he's got problems with that and all. But this is Marilyn Manson Hollywood. The CD, I really like this CD because one of my ex-boyfriends gave it to me. Blah. But it's a great CD in general. Just the songs on it and everything about it is just great. And last but not least, oh no, my all-time favorite books. These are the books that I own. This is my favorite book that I own. Gothic Charm School by Julian Ventures. She is a great, great, respected goth in the goth community. She's just all around amazing, great, and nonetheless just, you know, what is the word I'm looking for? She's polite. She's polite. She's really polite, and she's sweet, and she knows she is the, what is it? The Lady of the Manors? Yeah, there you go, that's what it's called. The Lady of the Manors, and this book is just all around great, and I read it a billion times, as you can see where my thing is, my little bookmark. I read it a billion times, all the time, because it's just a great movie. I mean, great movie, great book, and I just love it. I read it like, what, total 5 or 6 times, and it's just a great book. Tells you all about goth, and it's the essentials, an essential guide for goths and those who love them. And I am both. Next, Emily the Strange. I love Emily the Strange, as you can tell with my poster back there. I love Emily the Strange. She's just great. Just great books. Oh my god, I love these books. They're just great. I love them. And surprise, surprise, the next one is Stranger and Stranger Emily Strange. I have not read this book. As you can tell, it's all new looking and shiny and stuff. I haven't read it yet, but I will. It's one of my favorites because it's Emily the Strange, that's why. Next is Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. This book got me through a lot of hard times when I was younger, like when I was in the 7th and 8th grade. I read this book, and it's by Richard Carlson with the PhD. It like tells you that he's like, oh, he's got a PhD. But it's a great book. It basically is like telling you don't sweat the small stuff and just reasons and all this other stuff. It's a great, great book to me. I love it. I absolutely love it. And it helps. It really does help. So I do suggest reading this book if you sweat small stuffs. And last but not least, Diary of a Wimpy Kid. This is the do-it-yourself book. It happens. There's a little picture of me and my mommy. But yeah, it's a do-it-yourself book. But I have all of the first 3 books, but they're in my other room, and I don't feel like going out and fetching them in the big pile of junk. But, you know, the Diary of a Wimpy Kid books are my favorite. The first movie and the second movie were really good, actually. I didn't think they were going to be that good, but they were. And I loved them, and I was surprised that they were going to be that good. But I did love them, and Diary of a Wimpy Kid, yay. And I could relate so much when I was younger because I was like, oh my god, I'm just like the Wimpy Kid. And, yeah, so that's about it. My dog wants to be in this video. I think that's it. So, thank you for watching, and rate, comment, and subscribe, please, because we would very much accept that. Right? He doesn't care. But yes, I don't know why he's naked and doesn't have his, t-shirt on. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'm gonna go. Bye-bye.